the life-changing moments? Hard to answer that, but I would say it's definitely the albums we did. Every release I did, releasing my solo record was a big thing for me, and has helped me a lot. Releasing my DVD was a big moment, and because every time you see that people are interested in that stuff, and because you get the immediate reaction on the internet these days, and you see, oh, actually people do care about that stuff I'm doing. I'm cooking in my studio here. So that's always something that brings you further to yourself as an artist, I would say. Like right now I'm in the production of the Alkaloid record, and to me that's the most important thing in the world right now. It's always like the new stuff you do is the most important thing. It's when the Necrophagist album Epitaph came out, I was pretty sure that this music is very unique, but I wouldn't have expected that reaction. Especially in the USA, it was nuts. Like a year later, after the record came out or something like that, we made a tour in the US, and it was kind of big, and I didn't expect that because it's very technical and a lot of notes, and I thought, like, for the people who search for this kind of music, of course it will be something they can find interesting, but I couldn't imagine that it's for a metal band that it's becoming the new thing, you know. That was an important moment because a lot of people still relate me to that album, even though I have to admit I didn't write any of that stuff. I just got the notes and played them note by note. Every cymbal, every kick drum figure, everything. But that's again something that also brought me further as a player, because I had to play that stuff and had to rehearse a couple of hours every day to be able to play it and play it live every day. So that was definitely life-changing. And then I would say every other album I did, it was a step into something else. Like the first Obscura album I'm on is the exact opposite. It's improvised drum lines. Even though most of it doesn't sound like that, but it's like coming in the studio, knowing the songs and just play what I feel like. Because I wanted to prove that this is also possible with that kind of music. And it is possible. So at the end of the day, I realized it's not as special as sitting down and really think about orchestrations and writing it down and play the best thing possible. But it does work. It's a different approach. And with every album I did, it's life-changing. I would say, like, for me personally as a drummer, the Meinl Drum Fest in 2012 was important because it's a drummers only thing, and I mean every drummer who's like serious about drumming loves to be featured like that, you know? Be presented in a way usually singers or lead guitar players are presented, and that was a really cool thing. Like I enjoy pretty much every clinic I do a lot because it's a very different thing from playing with a band. I play much more live shows in a classical way, but when I do clinic, that changes a lot in your playing because you can't fake your way through it. You're the only guy playing. You know, if you play a mistake, everybody knows it, you know what I mean? And so you try to avoid mistakes, and that's where you finally end up with playing no mistakes anymore, or not very often, because you're more focused, more concentrated, and really see what works and what doesn't.